This story starts out when Cloud9 Man was a young lad, and he lived way up in the mountains. And there wasn't much work except for farming, and the fields were really small. So when his grandpa passed away and he received that inheritance, well, he wanted to move. So he took off and headed for his inheritance. So he got a bus ticket and he headed out of them mountains. And he headed to the big ranch that his grandpa left him, where he used to go when he was a young boy and growing up, and hang out. So he had been there as a kid, but only a time or two, and he didn't remember it much. Now Cloud9 at that time, he didn't have much money. He was fresh out of high school practically, and so he was eager to get started. So he got on that bus and he headed out. He left the mountains behind. And I know you're ready for me to get to the point and tell you the story, so I will. His grandpa had a great horse ranch in Kentucky at one time. And when he got older, it just kind of slowly faded away and he couldn't take care of it. So things are a little outdated, and well, he left it all to Cloud9, and that's where he's going, is to the horse ranch. He wants to go and see if he can raise some horses, maybe. Maybe even get in the Kentucky Derby and win a big race. Who knows? The one thing that we do know, he's got a lot to learn. Well, okay, here's what we know. The inheritance comes with a lot of land. There's a lot of equipment on that land, but it's old and outdated. And his goal is going to be to buy some horses and get some new equipment that will work the land efficiently. Because what he's got, it's going to be a challenge. But he does have a lot of land, and it's really nice. But I don't think a couple $100 is going to cut it. So I got a feeling he may have to go to the bank for a little help. Now there's a man supposed to meet him with the truck that his grandpa had and send him on his way once he gets to the end of the bus line here. So we'll see you then. Well, he met the guy and he got the keys and got the truck, and having a little trouble with the gears there, but I think he's got it now, and he's heading to the ranch. Now Cloud9 wasn't used to seeing all these big giant fields and flat land. He was thinking his grandpa must have some pretty big equipment to work all this. But boy, was he wrong. Because he'll soon find out the equipment that his grandpa had was really old and outdated. And these fields require some pretty big equipment. So I don't know if he's got a plan for all of it, but he will find out shortly. Now, he's expecting 2 combines, of course, and and he was told that there was 4 tractors and 2 foragers, an animal transport truck, and a water truck. And he was told there was 2 plows and 2 seeders and a beautiful home, which there is a beautiful home up here, and it's really nice. So Cloud9 man, he's expecting quite a bit of what you say, new equipment or updated and you know all that, but he's going back in time, I'm telling you. He'll find out. Now he's coming up on the first part of the actual land here. Well, that guy said when you get to the gas station, well, you keep going straight and you can't miss it. So he's gonna keep going straight, and right there's the gas station. There's the fire department, looks like. Now this must be the first part of the farm right here. Yep. Wow. Like I said, old and outdated. I don't even know if this stuff will run. But we'll find out. But this stuff is old and it's not going to be very fast and efficient. And with these big fields, I mean, it's going to be a challenge. So we'll see what he does. Now he's going to keep going straight and he'll run into the ranch entrance. So I'd say he's pretty eager to get there, and maybe just a little bit tired actually, because he's been traveling on that bus and then he's had this long drive in here, and it's starting to get late in the evening, and I'd say he's a little bit tired. So there it is. That's the horse ranch. That's where he wants to go. So you can see the grass is not blue, just in case you all was gonna ask, you know. The grass is not blue, but it's very green and luscious, and it makes these horses really happy. So we're gonna get up here to the main part of the ranch, and he's got to pick up all the keys to all of the equipment, and there's a little note for him to read once he gets there that tells him where everything is, or most of everything anyway. And just like I said, a very beautiful house. So he's going to be living in a nice place. Let's just see if he can keep it up. Well, he got the keys. I guess he's eager to see what this place has got, so he's going to take off here and go check it out. And right about that time is when the old Gas Hog ran out of gas. That's right, this old truck uses a lot of fuel. So I guess he's gonna have to dig into that little book and find someone to help him bring some fuel out here. He'll figure something out, I'm sure. He wasn't joking. There is 2 brand new cedars, but they're probably been sitting there for a long time and haven't been used. So they're still outdated. And that's just the way it is. This equipment is old, and I mean, look at that. Look at the mower. What is that? That'll mow like 1.5 feet at a time. I mean, oh boy. He's in for it this time. And there's no gas over here, by the way. Oh, look at that. It cranked up. Well, he's good to go then, I guess. Well, it takes a minute to, you know. Oh yeah, he'll figure it out. So at $285, he makes a phone call and he gets some tow truck to, I guess, take and go fill his truck up with gas, and they dropped it off at the gas station, so now he's got to go pick his truck up. And he still hasn't bought any horses, but gonna have to start thinking about making money, and real fast. Now he owes them $125, and they said he could pay that later, so he's $125 down on the day already. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Alright, so he's back down here at the gas station, and there's his truck. So he's gonna park this tractor, and I guess he'll go get the truck. I noticed he was looking at those combines like, oh, what is these? Well, that's what I was talking about. Old and outdated. Now he's going down to check out the training facility for the horses. This is where his dad made all that big money, or his grandpa, sorry about that. His grandpa made all that money right here training these horses. So this is part of the expansion that came later after he got famous for training the horses. So now I guess his grandson there at Cloud 9 is going to try to follow in his footsteps. So I'm not sure where he's heading, but he should be heading to the bank pretty soon, because it takes a lot of money to upkeep this big farm. There's a lot of bills. A lot of things to pay. So, which I'm sure he's thinking about that. He's a pretty smart fella. he got that truck gassed up pretty fast, you know, for somebody that's only got $285. So his first day in, he's already problem solving, which I think he'll get kind of used to that here on this big farm. It'll be a reoccurring thing to solve problems. But at the end of the day, there's one thing about it. You come home and it's really nice here. This farm and ranch and all this stuff here, it's like really spectacular, and it's something you really have to see up close to appreciate and understand. So I guess he got up early and went to the bank like I expected he would, since he was $1,100 in the hole this morning. I guess it's going to cost him $1,100 per day as is to run the farm. So he went to the bank and took out a loan. Of course, he borrowed $50,000, and he paid the daily expense from the farm, and that left him with a total of $48,000.